Hey, this is Dave. We are getting some honey out today. Went this morning to pick up some frames off the hives out at Bolin Hughes. You can see Joshua here. He's just cutting away. Got Dean over here. He's going to it. Look at this stuff. This is beautiful. Can you see how golden and gorgeous this is? Look at that down here. This is kind of how we do it here. We've got a pot full of boiling water. We keep our knives in, keep them hot, and we pull them out, and we just kind of dry them off here on a towel before we start cutting on the wax. The hot knife makes it go through the wax better, but I'll tell you what, as warm as it is out here today, it's not taking a whole lot. Honey's just pouring out of here. So we'll get them trimmed up, put them over here in the extractor. You can see we've got a couple in here already. Just kind of turn this around for you, show you what these look like. Ethan and Trey just showed up. Say hi, guys.
Hey!
They're all wet and sweaty because it's a hot day. It's got to be close to 100 out here today. So there's our extractor here. After we load this thing up, we'll let you in on what the final harvest looks like here. Let me show you some of these boxes. Got some gorgeous, gorgeous frames today.
Give me just a minute, Josh.
Just beautiful. Let me show you what this looks like. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? Oh man, that is good stuff right there. So I'm gonna cut this thing off, and I'll pick back up later when we start extracting. Okay, we're gonna get started on some extracting. I had some bad audio on this clip, so I just wanted to go ahead and tell you what's going on here. This is how we get the honey out of the combs. It's called an extractor, and you start spinning this big guy. We load about 4 frames into the extractor and get it going. Look at the honey that's slinging out on the side, and look down there in the very bottom. You can see the honey that's just dripping down into the bottom. Man, I wish you could smell this, because I'm telling you, it smells better than anything you've ever smelled before. It's just like fresh flowers. It's got a real floral scent to it. This is going to be some fantastic honey. We just keep spinning until we don't see any honey dripping out of the combs anymore. Now this is Dean and Trey. They're helping us for the first time. This is Ethan down there in the bottom right-hand corner. And just a minute, we'll give you a peek at what this looks like when we're finished. It's time to see what we've got in here. We're not actually finished, but we're going to go ahead and drain some. Let you see what this looks like, because it is gorgeous stuff. Let's see here. Actually, I may need a pair of pliers, but...
Oh my goodness.
Is that gorgeous? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
You know we had put that much in there?
Isn't that amazing? And there's more. But wait, there's more.
And the fun part is when you just like
Scraping it with the spatula.
take your finger and just go.
Mhm.
It's fine when you just take your finger and just go.
Golly. Now bear in mind, Trey, that's a 5-gallon bucket.
We
Did you
usually
have any
fill like
clue?
what? We fill like what? 2 of these when we do our major stuff.
Yep.
2 or 3 of these.
So, I mean, there's probably 3 to 4 gallons in there.
That is gorgeous stuff right there. Now, if you notice, we can shut that. This is a paint strainer. You can get these at the hardware store, the paint store. And so we put them in here. We've already strained it right here. There's a screen right here. And then we've got this strainer right here. And then we'll just take it from here and pull it up. We'll get all the wax out of there that Corbin put in there. And then it'll be ready to pour. Isn't that gorgeous? Would you do
I
me a
don't think I've
favor
ever seen that much honey
and
in one place.
get that plastic bucket for me over there? It's kind of slow going, but here we go. We're just gonna slowly let loose. Okay. Okay, let's pick that up. Let's put it on the, see what that looks like. Get a look at that up against the light. It's going to be a pretty batch of honey. Isn't that gorgeous? It's got a lot of air bubbles in it right now, but let it sit for a little while, and the air bubbles will come up to the top, and it'll work its way out. Let's do another jar. Can you do another jar for me?
We should make a little business. Well,
Listen, I wish I had enough bees to do that with.
Yeah, he'd be selling real honey, not that fake honey you get at the store.
Differences between store-bought honey and our honey.